Well, I'm here with Robert at Urban Farm Store on Belmont, and this is a great place because you have a lot of stuff that you're offering, but one of the things that you're really known for is chickens.
That's right.
And it's not, especially in Portland, it's very easy to have chickens now in your yard. There's some things you have to go through, so why don't you start walking us through that process of how to get chickens in our yard?
Sure. Well, most people start with chicks, baby chicks. That's the easiest way to go. And you'll just need a few things to get started with them. First and foremost, there's a water, a feeder, some basic equipment that you'll need, and then a brooder, which is basically a big box that they live in until they're old enough to go outside, which usually is in about 6 to 8 weeks that they can go out.
Because I think a lot of people, first of all, you see them at this young stage, they're adorable. And so, you buy one or two and you put it in a little shoebox. And that's really not how you want to start your chickens.
That's right. They grow very, very fast. So you want to start off with a very large box, like a refrigerator box, or maybe put 2 cardboard boxes together and cut out the middle to make one larger box. And then not only will that give them the room they need to grow, but it will also allow you to create a warm side and a cool side so they can regulate their own body temperature, which is very important for their health.
Because that is one of the things in your process of doing this that you would need to buy would be basically a heat lamp.
A heat lamp is another one of the big things. I'd also like to remind people that they only stay cute and fuzzy for about 2 weeks before they become little chickens, and then pretty big chickens before they're ready to go out. So when you're thinking about them as an Easter gift, remember that they will become adult chickens as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to plan now, also in the planning process, of course, anything can cost as much as you want it to be, but this really is kind of economical. It's not a terribly huge investment to get started.
That's true. You can get started with the chicks for less than $100 with all the equipment that you need. And then to build a coop, it can be really anywhere from $100, like the coop plans that we have in our book that we just wrote, to up to anything you really want to spend. Like we had one customer spend almost $2,000 on a big shed, and anything in between.
And how, like if you were, let's say you're a family of 4, mom, dad, couple of kids, how many chickens would you have to have eggs for that family?
Well, that's a good question. Well, the city of Portland allows you to have 3 chickens without a permit. And that's what most people start with. And that will produce, in the summer, each chicken will produce almost an egg a day. So that's really quite a few eggs, enough for most families. So 3 is a good starting number, but many people find that they get into it as a hobby and they want more chickens. So when you're planning everything, build everything bigger than you think you're going to need to accommodate future growth.
Now, even in the city, we have pests. We have raccoons, possums.
Yeah.
What are some ideas to help protect your investment?
Well, they need a coop, like we mentioned earlier, which is like their house, and it should be a very solid structure, and you should lock them in there at night. Most of the predators here in Portland come out at night, primarily raccoons and possums. If you live in an area where there are also coyotes or other daytime predators, you're going to want to make a very large, almost cage-like fenced-in area to protect them during the day as well. That may also be a good idea if you have a nice garden that you want to keep from the chickens, so they don't eat those plants that you want to protect as well. But it's actually very easy to keep them safe, especially if you can keep them in that coop at night.
And you made it easy because you have a book that you guys offer with all this information.
That's right. We learned a lot from our customers in the 2 years we've been helping people get started with chickens, and we included that all in our book, A Chicken in Every Yard.
And you guys are also in Chinook book.
That's right.
And so you've even got some coupons in here. If this has been something that's interested you and you wanted to learn more about it, we suggest you come on down here, visit with this group. You can look at the chicks and they'll really help you, and you can buy the book and you're set for fresh eggs. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Juan.